gentlemen abroad, you're welcome once again to Coco TV Nigeria, and this is your girl Adenike Alayoshuba. With me in the studio today, I have my wonderful co-host.
Hey, Big B. Well, my name is Musa Keltins,
and this is
Coco in Nigeria. And yeah, as it is the political show that gives you all of the trending buzz in the Nigerian political space, how it is happening, what we think of it, and our own analysis of every situation.
So today, we are going to be talking about this very trending story, arrest here and there. We're talking about Nigerian activist, let me call him that, Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho. He has been arrested in Benin Republic, and then there has been talks here and there if he's going to be brought back to Nigeria. His arrest, his wife, and his aides, even his aides in Nigeria have been arrested. So let's start.
Yeah, so the question is Sunday Igboho's arrest, is it right or wrong? Well, on the sense of it is right, because as a government you have the right to say you want certain persons who have violated your certain laws, yes, can be arrested. So the DSS, as when his house was raided, declared him wanted. And yes, so of course, yes, the government have a right to say they want this person to they want to charge him to court for certain reasons. But the question here, which I feel that needs to be answered, is should he be extradited back to Nigeria or not? It's what kind of person is Sunday? Has he committed any significant offense that gives reasons why the Nigerian government should want him?
Well, to me personally, I think he shouldn't have even been arrested, because whatever he did in Nigeria. He didn't do in Benin Republic. I understand the fact that these countries have treaties and all of these laws and everything together, but whatever he did in Nigeria. He didn't go to Benin Republic to offend anybody. He didn't offend or is it an offense to be on their land? Of course it is not. No, so I feel he didn't offend anybody, and he shouldn't even be arrested there.
The reason why he was arrested actually by the Beninois government is he claimed to be a citizen of Benin, so as to gain passport and travel out of the country. So of course that is a criminal. Illegal. It is illegal. So yes, the Beninois government have every reason and every right to arrest him.
But that there's this narrative that the former chief of army staff wrote Benin Republic government to have him arrested because he's wanted here and have him brought back to Nigeria. So according to the Punch, actually, a source told the Punch reportedly. So if that is true, then I think that is wrong.
What is wrong?
You writing another country to have him arrested, and then they now arrest him, and then you are now bringing back to Nigeria. I think that was I'm still going to the point that I made earlier, that everything he did in Nigeria. So he's out of Nigeria. Yes, fine. He has been arrested based on he did this in Benin Republic. Yes, fine. But why? Right? I said it earlier. I understand the fact that these countries have relationships, and then you can write one government to help you with certain things. But whatever he did in Nigeria.
And he was arrested in Benin Republic, which sorry. Which the Benin government might try him and not give him fair judicial hearing. Now, he's a Nigerian citizen by birth. He's a Nigerian citizen by application of the law. Now, the Nigerian ambassador to Benin Republic wrote to Benin Republic government to hand back a Nigerian citizen who had committed certain offenses in the Nigerian for against the Nigerian laws. So they do that is nothing wrong. It is internationally accepted. Now, where I think might seem this is a thing of a witch hunt thing, which this government have become known for,
especially with
activists. We've seen activists arrested regularly. We saw the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu a while back, and before then we saw the arrest.
Funny enough, we've not seen the arrest. We've seen the arrest of Boko Haram members, and then they were repentant, and then they were rehabilitated, and then returned to the community. You may want to say, yes, they released this activist that they arrested too. Right, but how many bandits have we heard that? We know they say they killed them. Fine.
Are you supporting that people should just be killed without fair hearing?
I'm not saying people should be killed without fair hearing, but Boko Haram people, bandits, these people, they are known for one thing particularly. killing,
not just
abduction, and all of these other evil things. So why? So because they are now repentant, you bring them back. Why don't the DSS?
Do you understand how the word law system?
I understand. I just
criminals,
feel like, why don't the DSS? The DSS goes about entering into Igbo's house and here and there. Why don't they?
Which is wrong, actually.
Why
you shouldn't read the person's home.
Why don't they?
In the dead of the night.
Say they know where these people are, these bandits. So why don't they go there, pack them, and let them have just one weekend with the DSS, just like they, pack the.
You want to have weekend results.
Exactly.
See, I think we are drying off the real reasons why we are saying some of these things. Sunday Igboho was arrested. He has been making a call in the Nigerian government. Says he wants the Yoruba nation or the Oduduwa nation.
Yeah.
Says he wants to lead the Oduduwa nation away from the Nigerian configuration.
And he has been meeting so many.
He hasn't been. He has. Yeah, there's been a lot of controversies surrounding that. This, you are allowed on the Nigeria to have an opinion and expression to say yes, you don't want to be part of a particular configuration. You have the freedom. Yes, that is true. But some of the reasons why I feel he has done wrong is when they went to the some of him and his men were at the Idiroko border, where they attacked custom officers and then they wrestled ammunition from them. This is wrong. You're attacking body of authority. These things are the body of authority of the Nigerian government. Shield, please. No, you attack these people. You take weapons from them. Some of the weapons that were claimed to have been seen, and they said they've been stockpiling weapons that were seen in his house at Soka, were registered with the Nigerian custom authorities. So yes, that's an offense. Now he's in another country, claiming to be another citizen, in which his wife, who actually is a German citizen, has been released. But he hasn't been released because he claimed to be a citizen of a country which he isn't.
And that brings you to this.
So question. It is wrong what he did. And then the Nigerian government has a right with the African Charter Treaty.
I'm not saying whatever he did is right or anyway. I'm just saying he did whatsoever thing aside the Bene saga. He did whatever thing he did in Nigeria. It should face his war in Nigeria. Let him face that one.
So you're saying they should not call him back from Benin? If he's escaped, he has gone. He should be elected.
That's not what I am saying. I'm saying okay, yeah, fine. If he had escaped, yeah, fine, he has gone.
Yeah, are you for real?
Wait.
Are you for real? So you're saying people commit offenses once they take, you should let them go?
But of course, I'm not saying let them go.
He said he escaped. He has gone.
Of course, if he escaped, if they didn't arrest him, he has gone. Is that not?
That's why there are treaties among countries, extradition laws, where you get to bring where people escape.
I said that earlier that I understand how these things work, but all of this brings me to the question. Finding arms in his home, registered, and all of it. What exactly is this man even looking for? Is he a freedom fighter?
In quotes? Or an attention seeker? Is that it? Well, okay, that's actually a real question we should put out. Is he really a freedom fighter?
Is he really a
or attention? Because this man actually probably made his money through politics. He worked for the former governor of Oyo State.
He said it.
So what exactly is he looking for?
Exactly, and then because.
But that's your question now. This man has said he wants to lead a new country. He says the Nigerian configuration does not favor his people. His people have been dying. Yorubas have been dying. They've been killing people in his hometown in Ogido. So that's why he's doing what he's doing. So I don't think he's done anything wrong.
So is it not those claims? You going to wrestle arms? And then where has it been all of this? Well, this herdsmen thing did not just start.
Well, maybe he just got to his own part of the country. That's why he's reacting.
Oh, but it has been in the southwest for how long?
So you mean
it's been
so are you saying this is all related to the 2023 election?
Well, you said that.
Okay, so you mean some people are financing him to come out at this certain time to destabilize the government?
You also said that. Okay. I am just.
So there are so many questions related to all of this.
So many questions, exactly, because these things have been happening over time, and you didn't come out. These things were in the southwest, most importantly. You didn't come out, and then all of a sudden you are coming up, and then even if you want to be a freedom fighter, okay, we understand. What is the need to wrestle ammunitions with security agencies, and then they find registered? Well, all of this. You see this letter.
It's been fantastic having you guys on this show this week, and I remain your fantastic, vibrant host. My name is Musa Okeotis, and with me ever leave ginger in my swagger.
Yes, Adenike Lion Show. But let us know what you think about these points that we have raised in the comment section. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and just get this gospel of the cocoa in Nigeria to everybody that you can get it to. Thank you so much for staying tuned to us today. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Peace out.